Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Key to Blogging, and today I am going to show you how you can add a database table to your WordPress website that is searchable. So as you can see, I have a table like this and I can filter it out through ascending or descending names, or I can sort it through years, country and time. So you can see we have all these options and I can search for the data. So let's say I want to search for, let's say, Jackson, and here it is. So in this way you can search for the data, and we have the pagination as well, like you can add multiple pages to the table so that it will not take up much space on the website. And you can also filter it out, like whether you want to display 10 entries per page or 20 entries per page, then you can display it like this. So let's check how we can add a searchable table in our WordPress website. So for this, let's go to the dashboard and let's go to the plugins, and I will click on add new. So as you know, WordPress has a table block, but that has some limitations. But if you want advanced feature, then you need a plugin like this. Just simply search for TablePress. So it comes with a free version, so you can install it. And if you want more advanced feature, then you can upgrade it to the premium version. So for now, let me install the free version of TablePress. Let me click on skip. Now we have added the TablePress plugin. Let's click on add new table, and here you can set a name of the table and you can add a description. If you want to display that description under that table, you can add that, and you can select the number of rows and number of column. So let me select the number of column to 3 and number of rows to 5. Let's click on add table, and this is how the interface of the TablePress. So you can see the table. So the first row is your heading, so you can put your heading. Let's say I want to add name, and let's say I want to add a mark here, and I want to add a status like this. Now I can add my entry. So similarly you can add more rows. For this you have all these options, like you can add, let's say you want to add 3 more rows, then you can set 3 and click on add, and it will add 3 more rows. And you can add 1 column, 2 column like this, and you can click on add, and it will add a more column like this. And you can select any of the rows. Let's say you want to delete this, then you can select this option, delete. Now if you want to delete this row, delete this column, then you can select the and delete it like this. So let me select this here. So let me select all these. So you can hold shift and select all these rows here, and let me delete it like this. And you have all these options. The first rows is the table header, and the last row is the table footer. So you can enable that, and you can set a alternate row colors, so to display check tables. And you can set a row hover highlighting color, and you can print the table name above it and print the description below the table if you want. And you can add your extra CSS class to style it further. And here you can enable few of the features, like you can enable sorting option that we see here. So you can sort the table like this, so it will sort the table ascending order or descending order, so you can set that. And you can enable the search option if you want to, and so that it will display a search field in the table and user can search for the data. Now you have the pagination change, and you can see the show 10 rows per page. So you can display 10 entries first, and after that it will show pagination. And you can enable horizontal scrolling, and let's click on save changes. Once you create the table, all you have to do is just copy this shortcode and use it to your page. So let's say I want to display it on a page, then I will go to page, and let's say I want to display it on the about page, then let me click on edit with Elementor first. So you can use it with Elementor or Gutenberg. So because we have the shortcode option, so you can use it anywhere, any page builder it will support. and here I will click on plus and search for shortcode, and I will drag the shortcode wizard here. Now let me paste it, and we have the table added like this. So you can see the table shows like this. So if you want to add more rows, more column, then you can enable that. And as you can see, we have the table and the check mark color is there. You can select the number of entries per page. You can search for the table, and we have the pagination show up like this. So you can also use it with Gutenberg as well. So let me go back and let me create a new page here. Here in the Gutenberg, all you have to just paste the shortcode here, and it will be automatically added to your page, or you can just search for the shortcode block and you can paste the shortcode like this. Or you have the option to select the table, just search for TablePress table, and you can select the table here so that it will add it to the page. Alright, now let's check how you can import table data from other sources. So for this, let me go to the TablePress, and here let's click on import a table. So you can import table from different file type, like you can import a table from a CSV file, or you can directly copy the table code to your website. So you can see you can import multiple table at once by placing them in a zip file, or you can import it from a URL, or you can import it from a file, or you can manually import it. So let's say we have a table like this. So this is in CSV file. So you can copy it and let me paste it here like this, and let me add as a new table, or you can replace any existing table or append rows to existing table. So you can add this data to existing table as well. So let me create a new table for this, and as you can see our table is added. So let me select the first column here and let me delete that. Alright, our table is ready like this. So this is how you can import your table. You can also import it through the table code. So let me click on manual import, and let's say I have a table code like this. So you can see this is the table code. Let me copy it, let me paste it here, and let me import it. Now the table is added like this. So this is how you can import a database table to your WordPress website and display it on your WordPress website so that user can search for that table. You can also export your table to other website. Just click on export, and here you can select the table you want to export, and you can export it in a CSV file, HTML, or JSON file. So you can select CSV and you can create a zip file here. So suppose you want to export all the table, then you can export it in a zip file like this. So this is how the TablePress plugin works, and you can use it on your Gutenberg or Elementor or any other page builder through shortcode. And if you still have doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you want to make the default WordPress table responsive, then you can watch the video next. Thank you.